So in the last batch of watches that I got in for the Sunday Funday sale, I kind of grabbed a couple out of the batch that I wanted to make a video on, and this is one of them. Let me silence that over there. This is the Alsta Nautoscaph. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but this is a bronze variant, and I'm not sure what mixture of bronze it is. It just says high grade bronze on the website. I'll put a link to the website. I don't have any affiliation with them or anything, but they make nice watches, and they're pretty reasonably priced. Like this one here, the bronze, there's a few different colored dials you can get. One of them's even white dial. It's pretty cool. You don't see too many white dial bronze watches, but there's $785 in this configuration, not with this strap. $675 for the stainless steel variant. It comes on this Tropic, and I mean, I don't want to pick on them too much, but like the amount of meat that is on here versus the space in between the holes and the case, it hits it. So this strap doesn't work well on this watch. So I happen to have a great relationship with Nick over at StrapHabit, and he just sent over these new straps that he has out with the point clasp. And I was like, you know what, this one would look great on there if it fit. And I put it on here and it fits perfect. There's no interference or anything. So other than the fact that the clasp isn't bronze, but if that's going to get close to touching your skin, you don't want that to be bronze anyway. So, but I did bring out my Notice bronze, and you can see how different the color in the metals already are. So this, I know on the Notice one, is more of an aluminized bronze. So it really won't get that like crazy green patina. It'll just kind of look more tarnished. So, and I don't think the color on this one, I don't think it's the CUS N8 or whatever it is that does the green either. So I'm not sure what this compound is. I'm borderline tempted to, pick this one up for myself, but I'm trying to sell watches, not buy watches right now. But let's get into the case size now that we're over 2 minutes in. So the case size is 40 millimeter. The lug to lug is 51, but you can see that really nice arch to the overall case. Helps that wear nice. The thickness is 16 millimeter. It is on the thicker side, but you can see you have a boxed and double domed sapphire crystal sitting proud of that watch. So that adds to that thickness for sure. 20 millimeter lug opening and a 6.5 millimeter screw down crown, keeping the 300 meter water depth rating on this thing. Here's a look at the case back. Still has a sticker on there. Anti-magnetic. So I'm assuming it has a cage in there. I didn't pull the case back off, but the movement is a Seiko NH35 movement. And then, like I said, this is a StrapHabit strap. So if you're interested in one of these, I'll put a link down below, as well as a discount code for the strap. You just use code RANDOM. It'll net you some good discount off it. This watch has C3 Loom everywhere. The Loom on it is incredible. 120 click bezel. Pretty good action. It's really stiff, and there's setback on it, but not really play, if that makes sense. Very tactile. And then, of course, you have that splash of orange on the seconds hand. So really legible watch. Let me pop it on wrist so you can see what that looks like. Take off the Doxa, put on the Alsta. So there's a couple of models of the Alsta that, if you go to the website, the ties are to like Hollywood and stuff, and the movie Jaws that was out in 1975. So here it is on my 7.25 inch wrist. You can see how well that strap works with this watch, or any watch. I'm going to do a separate video on these here soon. But the sailcloth is super, super comfy. Like, you guys know I'm like more of a FKM rubber type wearer for sure. But this is, I need to loosen it up like one. So getting it sized is it's not my favorite task. It's easier with the FKM rubber, but if we can get the pin buckle, there we go. Got that to drop in. It's not bad. It's not bad. There, I loosened it up one. That's more comfortable. I had it a little bit too tight, so there we go. But once you get it sized, you don't have to fumble around. Not that it's that big of a deal, but with a buckle or anything, you just, and then you're good to go. So makes it a lot faster. It's super comfortable, and it stays in position on wrist a little bit better, I think. So definitely check out these straps. I know the I'm trying to make the video about the watch, but I don't know that I would have if I didn't have the StrapHabit to put on versus these, because this, I mean, go ahead and buy the watch if you want the watch, but plan on getting rid of these. Like I don't want to put it on to show you, but like it hits it and then it won't move and then it gets stuck. So, I mean, you could maybe shave off material and stuff, but really just put it on one of these straps. So, quick blast of the UV light so we can get this thing all loomed up. We'll turn off the studio light. Watch this thing glow. I'm surprised they didn't fully loom out the bezel. Seems like a missed opportunity there, but the loom that's on the dial is incredible. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next vid.